I would talk to your husband, Papoose, and I would ask him how you were, and he would always say, like, she's keeping things positive, she's thinking positively, So I don't even know how you did that. I have to say, wow, you're like one of the strongest people I know or I've ever met.
I mean, I used to say when I was still there, and he used to be like, yo, you're doing it, you're knocking it out, it's almost over, time don't stop for nobody. And I was like, I'm not doing anything. I just keep waking up every day. And that's how I felt while I was there. Like, I'm not saying in my mind, like, yeah, I'm going to do this bit. It's nothing. Like, I really was going through it. But I woke up every day and made it through the day and made it through the night and continued to, get where I needed to be. But there's a lot of times and there's a lot of people that I've seen that they would get on mental health drugs. They would, get on all types of other drugs, whatever, like to the point that we just call them garbage heads. They would take anything that they could get their hands on,
just so to be numb to the situation.
So that their mind would be somewhere else, involved in all type of relationships that they probably would have never even been involved in if they was home. And I just could never see myself doing it. Like, that's not me. I always wanted to say, like, and I prided myself on saying that I'm the same person that I was when I came in there and when I left. I may have been smarter, I may have been wiser, a little more humble, but as far as like my morals and my principles and my pride, everything remained the same. And sometimes people that I would see people doing, I'm like, why are you doing that? I'm like, cause I'm in prison. I would never do this at home. When I get home, I'm gonna change. I'm gonna do this. But when you start doing certain things, it becomes a habit. It becomes part of your character. And I didn't want that to happen to me. I couldn't let it happen to me. That's just not the type of person that I am.
Were you surprised when Papoose wanted to marry you?
After
you got sentenced, because you just knew he was, you just knew he was on it. And I thought that was like a real stand-up thing to do.
He's one of a kind. I could definitely say that. The love that we have for each other, even if we didn't get married, like I see him being the type of person that would have just been there for me. Like, if we weren't together before I went, I'm sure I could have called him and he'd be like, what do you need? All right, I got you. It's nothing. Because that's just the type of person that he is. If he deals with you, whether you're a family or a friend or whatever, he considers you that, he gonna go 150%. Mm-hmm. It's times when I'm like, why are you doing this?
And why are you
like, because it's not just me. Like, he goes extra hard for me, but he's like that with anyone that he loves.
Right. Yes, he is. He's a good person.
Yeah.
He is. And then you guys would have those trailer visits.
Right.
Where he could come and visit for a whole weekend, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, how often was that? Like once a month or every 2 months or something?
It's supposed to be every 6 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you get in trouble, and then it's who knows when. And I used to get in trouble a lot. And I used to feel bad because it didn't just affect me. He used to be so sad. He's like I'd get into something and he'd be like, and I'd call him on the phone. And I'd be like, yeah. And so this bitch did X, Y, and Z. So I did this. And now this and this and this happened. But I don't really care. He'd be like, you all right? No, he'd be like, you're all right, though? Everything's good, though, right? I'd be like, yeah. I'm like, so this means we don't have any more trailers? Like... Sort of, not really. I'm not even gonna say. I used to lie all the time. Be like, no, they're fine. I put the paper in, and then it'll be like a month go by. He'll be like, when is our show? It's coming. I used to feel bad though. I used to feel so bad, but you don't think sometimes, like when you're in certain situations. Well, really, when I first got there, but as it got towards the middle, like 2-3 years in, I would think more consciously, like, I really want to go off right now. Because you can get in trouble for the littlest thing. Like, if somebody tells you to take up the garbage and you're like, no, it's disobeying a direct order. So, you get in trouble for anything. I used to feel bad. I can't do this to him. So, I would eat a lot of things that, was upsetting to me just so that he could spend time with me. And I feel like he deserved that. The least I could do.
Of course, yeah. So what would you guys talk about during those weekends? You'd make plans, I'm assuming.
What do we talk about?
Just like, there's no talking involved.
I'm trying to think. Do we talk? Like, we have like 48 hours. Let's go right now. I mean, we were talking about things because our phone calls are monitored. The average, offender, they probably really don't listen to their phone calls, but I know they were listening to our calls. So a lot of times we couldn't say things on the phone, and we would have to wait till he came up and talk on the visit, and then it'd be like he'll leave, and as soon as he leave, I'll remember all these things that I want to say, and vice versa. So when we were together for those 2 days and sometimes 4 days, depending on once a year you could do it for 4 days. That's pretty much it's crazy. We used to talk about things like bills, like
normal household things,
right? That we didn't want to talk about over the phone, like different credit card information, stuff that you have to exchange, and I don't know, just regular stuff.
Is there like competition between you and Papoose? Because I know he's got some new music right now too. Like, is he like, yo?
If you asked him, he would say no.
Yeah, you just dropped music. He's dropping music. Like, do you guys give each other constructive criticism? I'm assuming, or no?
Oh yeah, we do.
Okay.
I don't know how constructive it is, but
are you like, do you like this? He's like, yeah.
Yeah, no. He's definitely like, if I do something that's crazy, last night, but he never says like, oh, that's crazy, baby. And he'll be like, yeah, this is my oldest child right here. This is good. I'm like,
well, what's something that he doesn't want you to do?
Something that he doesn't want me to do,
or he might hear on a record that he might be like, I don't think.
Nothing so far.
Okay.
I didn't do nothing yet. Keyword yet.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try my luck on the album.